Okay, SummerSlam 2012. On the surface, it looks like it could be a really good card. But with that said, I'm just going to kind of go through the matches one by one. And I'll start off with the YouTube pre-show match. For U.S. title, Santino against Antonio Cesaro. Cesaro's beating Santino twice on television. And they really need to find a way to get the belt off Santino and let Claudio run with it. But how much would it really mean to have him win it on a pre-show? So I could see Santino retaining. I don't know why, because he's held the title way too long, I think, for one. And it seems like whenever he gets on television, he loses. So you would think this would be the perfect opportunity to get the belt off Santino and give it to Claudio. So I'm going to say Cesaro wins this. That's just my opinion. I'm going to stick to it. Also, there are a couple other matches that haven't been announced, but they could possibly find their way onto the card. You could have a match with Ryback against Jinder Mahal. I think Ryback's finally going to get a hold of Jinder, and he's going to fucking mop the floor with him in about 2 or 3 minutes, and I just can't see why Jinder would have a shot in this match. And this could be, it's like Ryback's first actual sort of kind of a feud, but I think it'd be just a way to get that slow progression for Ryback to move him up the card some more, and I think he would win this match. Pretty much going away. I wouldn't think it would last too long on the card if it does make it onto the SummerSlam card. So okay, then with that, and then maybe have a Damian Sandow against Brodus Clay. I mean, you could have it to where Sandow doesn't want to wrestle Brodus, but I would think that they'll find a way to put this on the card, and with what Sandow's done to Brodus Clay in recent weeks, I think they're booking him to look strong in this, so I think Sandow would win. Although I think ideally you would like to see them both be elevated, but I think that the WWE officials are really high on Sandow, so I would really see him going over in this match if it does find its way onto the card. Okay, for the matches that are actually announced on the card, on the real card of SummerSlam, tag team title match, the Boom Truth, Kofi and R-Truth against the Primetime Players with no Abraham Washington. I actually did care about this match until AEW's firing, but I really don't care about this match now. I mean, they could have the Primetime Players go over and have them let them run with the titles. It's kind of as a consolation prize for AEW getting fired. And they could also bring up Kofi and R-Truth. They could have him go single once again. But I'm going to give WWE the benefit of the doubt here. Even with no AEW, I think the Primetime Players should go over on this match, become the new tag team champions. And another thing, hashtag don't vote for Linda, hashtag bring back AEW. That is all. Alright, then next, the Intercontinental title match. It's a good thing to see this on the SummerSlam card, because the IC title is, I mean, yeah, it's still a secondary title, but it seems like it's lost its luster in recent years. Although with Cody Rhodes holding it for 200 and some days, I think it brought a lot of prestige back to the title. Let's see, you got Miz and Rey Mysterio. Miz just won the title from Christian at the 1000th Raw, and Rey Mysterio just coming back. I think this could be a really good match. Mysterio seems to know how to get the most out of people, so I think Miz will win this match. I mean, there may be some shenanigans going on, but I really do think Miz will win this match, and it might be just a one-off thing or something, because Mysterio might go on to another feud with somebody else, like maybe a Wade Barrett who's coming back. So anyway, I think the Miz will retain in this match. All right, then Daniel Bryan versus Kane. Yes, these two have fought many times before in the past few months. Along with CM Punk thrown into the mix, but okay. The one thing I wonder about this match is how is AJ going to be involved with this? Because you know she's going to get involved somehow, but you just don't really know how she's going to get involved. But well, if D. Bryan doesn't let the crowd get into his head with all the yes chants when he wants them to chant, no, it's like, but could he actually get a submission on Kane? You would have to think that Bryan in some way is going to win this, but God, to me this match is too hard to call. I think, but it should be actually a decent match, but really I could see this going either way. But I think Bryan probably should win this match, even though King can still go in the ring, even though he's like 45 years old. The guy's closer to my age, but hey, I think Daniel Bryan will win this match somehow, some way. Okay, then the other mid-card match that doesn't involve a belt, which I think will be actually the best match on the card, or it's shaping up to be to where it could be like that. Chris Jericho against Dolph Ziggler. They could go one or two ways with this. This might not be the only time you see Ziggler on SummerSlam, so since Jericho's come back, granted he hasn't won any big matches on pay-per-views, but as Michael Cole said on SmackDown Friday night, but if Jericho were to go over on in this match, yeah, you could say that they're not featuring Ziggler enough. After he won Money in the Bank, but if he doesn't win, if Ziggler does not win this match, you might be kind of telegraphing what'll happen after the World Heavyweight Championship match. I'm just saying here, but with that said, Ziggler you would think would go over. Because really Jericho doesn't have anything to prove. He is the older guy in this match, obviously, but I think Ziggler actually will win this match somehow. But if he doesn't, he might be trying to cash in Money in the Bank. All right, then the World Heavyweight Championship match, which is back on thanks to Booker T and the prodding of Sheamus. Sheamus versus ADR. God, normally I would think that Sheamus would just bro kick ADR and have at it and retain the title. But depending on what happens in the Jericho-Ziggler match, depending on what the outcome in that match is, if Sheamus gets worn down enough, I could completely see Ziggler trying to cash in the Money in the Bank, actually getting it done, and him becoming the new World Heavyweight Champion. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Sheamus is going to bro kick ADR to hell, and he'll retain like he always does. All right, the WWE title match, triple threat style between CM Punk, Big Show, and John Cena. The way the announcers have been setting it up, like you would think Punk doesn't have much of a chance to retain in this match. Under triple threat rules, obviously there's no champion advantage. But with that said, you would almost have to think that Cena's going to walk out with the belt. I mean, stranger things have happened. Like maybe like Cena doing a job, but yeah, right. But anyway, I I really do think Cena's going to end up walking out with the belt, which will probably set up something down the road with Punk and Rock later on, maybe at WrestleMania next year, something like that. But it's like Cena has been without the belt for too long in the eyes of some people, and not long enough in others, like myself. But I think Cena walks out with the belt. And then the match where you would think this would be the main event because it's got God in it. Triple H and Brock Lesnar. Yeah, you got the Paul Heyman factor in Brock Lesnar's corner. Then you got WWE saying that it's highly unlikely that Shawn Michaels will be there after what happened to him on Raw Monday night. But I would have to think something will come of this. That it's gonna be kind of the springboard to WrestleMania. You could probably see Shawn Michaels coming down to the ring to maybe cost Triple H or something, or have something happen where it would cause him to lose. But I would be really surprised if Triple H won over on in this match, because if Brock Lesnar were to lose this match after losing at Extreme Rules to Cena, after he pretty much dominated that whole match, and then Cena went into Super Cena mode, but if he does not go over on Triple H, it's like, why in the hell did you bring him back in the first place? I mean, seriously. And if this is not the main event of SummerSlam, would the WWE Championship match actually be the main event? Can't be. Not the way they've been building up this match, and with all the possible subplots in this match. So you would have to think Brock Lesnar goes over, and he could potentially go over in a big way. So anyway, let me know what you thought about my predictions. Let me know what you think down below you can give me some of your predictions, and I will be signing off for now, and I am Marvelous Mark from the Off the Rope Show. Since 2010, we've been entertaining ourselves while you watch us. Good night.